Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. In the last episode, we added a few more Deinonychus to the Arundel Formation area. And then we started this new enclosure here for kind of a, Jurassic Africa. To get some Kentrosaurus and the very close cousin to the Brachiosaurus, the Giraffatitan, which is the kind of the African breed of Brachiosaur, over here. Now, when I originally got these incubated and released, I did not actually have the mod installed. I had the mod downloaded, but I had forgotten to actually install it. So I went ahead and got that installed, so that is now in, and it's kind of really hard to tell the difference. But there are some very subtle differences with the Brachiosaurs. And, considering that, at the time period, there, all those continents were still largely connected. It doesn't make, it makes sense that we'd have, disparate breeds kind of appear in both North America and Africa at the time. Again, these are huge periods of time, so, yeah. Not at all surprising. So, the other thing we did was go ahead and subdivide the rest of the available land, because we're going to be doing another couple of enclosures here. The suggestion was to go with a, in the comments, was to go with a Judotcha. Not sure how to pronounce that at all. Formation themed area to allow us to get Velociraptor and some other stuff in here. And, good enough idea. I mean, I wasn't exactly sure what to do with it myself, so I'll take suggestions. What I've gone ahead and done is I got another mod that makes paleontological edits to the Velociraptor to bring it closer to the real-world Velociraptor. But of course, it's going to be limited by just the limitations of the models and animations in the game. But it's something to differentiate it from the Deinonychus. And I went ahead and did get a mod to replace the Archaeornithomimus with Oviraptor. So we'll see what that looks like. And then we'll see how far else we get. Alright, so if we're going to be doing Velociraptor, let's go ahead and get them going. Oh, and I did also get a mod that converts Albertosaurus. Though it changed the icon, but did not change the name. It converts Albertosaurus into, what is this thing called? Despletosaurus. For an upcoming enclosure. Alright, but for now we're doing Velociraptor. So Velociraptor over here. I also have Utahraptor. Velociraptor. Let's see. I guess I could throw the blue pattern on there for this one. What are the social requirements here? 2 to 6. That's actually perfectly fine. And its enclosure should be more than large enough for this thing. Okay. That's fine. Let's incubate. I would say let's incubate all 6. We'll see what these patterns look like on them. I hope how this is handled will work with the mod. But we'll see. If they don't look like the modified version, then I'll just get rid of them and incubate some more. Alright, so the Velociraptor is going to go over here. In theory, that enclosure is far too large for them. What I might actually do is change this up. Connect that through. We're going to have to use trees to kind of hide it, as usual. Do the typical thing here. I'm not sure it's going to be that large enough to do any kind of interesting geography in here. So, maybe we'll just throw some interesting decorations. I haven't used any of these odd trees, so maybe we can throw in some different looking trees here. Not sure how. I could throw this thing in there, but I think that's probably too much. Now the thing is that this is from the Gobi Desert. So it would have been rather arid. Habitat of sand dunes with little fresh water. Kind of in oases. Alright. So, how could I try to replicate that? And it wasn't quite as deserty as it is now, but let's see. Well, let's at least get the animals in here, and then we can start worrying about how the how things look. Okay, yep. The modifications are in place. Now, again, unfortunately, no feathers. Because these would have been feathered quite a bit. But, again, limitations of the models in the game.
Understood. Adding to the list.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Velociraptor to the park.
Confirming task.
Alright, yep. Get everybody tranked and then take care of the feeder. Speaking of feeders... you should probably take care of refilling some feeders. to stay ahead of that particular game.
Confirmed. Setting additional task.
Alright, well, I guess one of the things we're probably going to want to do right first is remove... Oh, of course, someone contracted a disease. Remove that vegetation. Well, you get out there and take care of that.
Task received.
Who else might get it? Because there's... Okay, so there's probably the other one's going to get it too. Because there's no way that the ranger will be able to get out there before it spreads.
Asset to be collected. Collecting asset. Acknowledging asset collection request.
Okay, so let's see here. Standard meat feeder. Goat feeder. Does this thing have a door? No, it does not have a door.
Transportation underway.
Well, we could always throw one in. Alright, this one's gonna need a door too. Might as well put it right there. We have another feeder that's empty. Well, you can take care of that on your way back. Hopefully. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
Confirming asset delivery. Asset transported.
Is I do need this covered by trees. Let's see. Yeah, we're at just barely enough space in here. Oh, and sure enough... Sure enough, the other one, got it.
Acknowledged. Adding task.
Dinosaur threat. Where? Oh, a Carnotaurus attacking the Jeep. No source of ticks remain in the park. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Now, let's get the Oviraptors incubated. So at least we'll have them in the park. This should be the Archaeornithomimus. How many will I need? Just one, but we'll probably make a bunch of them. Modified genome. Actually, someone's saying we should probably do something with coastal on it. Okay, we'll do something with coastal on it. Anything else that I need? What are like the requirements here? Oh, barely anything. Okay. Incubate. Vivid. Incubate. And then rainforest and incubate.
Please stand by.
Alright. Well, the only thing I can really think of to do here is to paint it in sand. This is more like coastal sand, but you know what? It ought to do. Probably need to change this up a little bit. Kind of try and treat it like it's an oasis. With our trees kind of concentrated around the water a little bit. But I can't really put too many more trees over here. And maybe a few... kind of like lone trees kicking around. Alright, the first of these should be done, and this should look like an Oviraptor, if I did everything right. And it does! Though, of course, it's nighttime, can't get a good look at it yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Archaeornis alignment to the pond.
Now, these will be treated as if they are herbivores,
Archaeornis alignment to the park.
even though they weren't exactly herbivores. I don't think they were. Well, I mean, they kind of ate eggs.
To welcome an Archaeornis alignment to the park.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and get them... Oh, no, it's returning to base. Okay, I thought it was destroyed. Alright, let's get those guys tranked. And let's get some more Velociraptors. Let's bring this up to a full 6 strength pack of Velociraptors. Arid, I guess. You know, well, we're doing everything here.
Please stand by.
I'd love to find something else to throw in here, but there really isn't much. Minotaurosaurus, which was an ankylosaurid. Another one. Pinacosaurus. Protoceratops. Unfortunately, we don't have anything close to that. Is the other one in here somewhere, or is it still moving around? Oh, there it is.
En route to collect the asset.
Let's see. Is there any way I can pull these trees back? Oh, a little bit. While still keeping them there as kind of a visual barrier. So that I might be able to throw in maybe... some stuff? A few small trees?
Delivery has been completed. Asset transportation complete. Asset delivery confirmed.
Let's see, what do you got? You're the one with the rainforest on. You're the one with the coastal on. Again, just kind of hard to see what the colors are because of the darkness.
Understood.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Velociraptor to the park.
Alright, we'll get these guys tranked, and then I'll have to see if maybe there's something I can use as a substitute. Just add a little bit more variety over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Velociraptor to the park.
Request acknowledged.
Polacanthus. It looks like the only thing we have of Minotaurosaurus is a skull. Oplocephalus. It'll probably either be one of those, Polacanthus or Euoplocephalus. Let me just check something. Let's go with Euoplocephalus. It actually looks like I just read this a little bit further for the Minotaurosaurus. Is that there's a skull and some vertebrae. It looks like bits of vertebrae. But nothing close to a full skeleton. No, Euoplocephalus is from Canada. Close enough. How many of them will we need? At least 2. Okay, that's fine. I'll do 3. Oh, we're getting some sun. Alright, so let me get these in the oven. I'll go with Tundra. I don't use that one very often either. Alright, so these guys can get moved over here.
Heading to collect the asset. Heading to pick up the asset. Asset collection request received.
Alright, so now I can probably get a better look at these. Your rainforest. You are vivid. Not very vivid, but vivid. And that would mean you would be coasting. Not too terribly different. Yeah, the Velociraptor should also be much smaller. It's about the size of, I guess you might say, like a medium-sized dog. You know, about, in terms of height, coming up to about a man's knee. Maybe a little taller.
Asset has been delivered.
Alright, so these guys are almost done. I mean, the head does look rather similar. Though it looks like that Minotaurosaurus is a little bit spikier on the head.
We are pleased to welcome a Muertes specialist to the park.
Setting additional task.
We are pleased to welcome a Muertes specialist to the park.
That one's considerably darker than the other one.
Confirming task.
Alright, so you are arid, right? And then you are steppe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
And then that would make you tundra.
to the park.
Alright, let's get them moved.
Picking up asset. Asset requiring collection. En route to pick up the asset.
Alright, now what I'm also going to do is send these guys back out.
Proceeding to the feeder now. Acknowledged. No problem.
For feeders.
Transporting asset. Asset has been collected. Asset in transit.
So now what are they saying? Are my capacity still okay capacity? It'll take a little work to get that up to 5 stars.
Delivery complete.
Alright. And they just barely meet their forest requirement. Which is good. Because I don't really want to put much more forest in there at all. Alright, so I think what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and stop because we're at the end of our time. And so for next episode, we'll begin working on the last couple of exhibits here and see what we're going to throw in there. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.